Okay, my recording is starting. Anthony, start my recording. Make sure it's starting here. And anyways, though, my name is Anthony. Hopefully you're doing well. We are going to be sharing some footage. We're going to be talking about some articles, and we're going to be sharing you everything that I know to give it to you to what you should know. So first things first, let's watch this video here. Let's watch this video here of this retired service member. Also, by the way, I've actually made this video already, but my screen recorder did not want to work. So that's why I'm kind of like trying to hurry up here and stuff like that. I'm going to put this in my thing. Oh, God, okay, there we go. Alright, so we're going to click this now. We're going to start this now. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below.
I think I know a thing or two about protection and how to get through life safely. I protected presidents for 25 years. And unfortunately, I have a pretty bad feeling about what's happening right now. If you take a close look at this early morning hours event that took place down in Louisiana, and then over later, a few hours later, in Nevada, I don't believe in coincidences.
Exactly.
Okay, you might. I don't.
I don't. I certainly don't.
I think you should do yourself a favor.
That's for sure.
Check out Sarah Adams.
Yep, check her out. Check her out.
I've interviewed her several times, and she's
very interesting
about what's coming our way in 2025. And if what she's talking about is what just happened, they wasted no time.
Oh yeah.
Get it?
That's facts.
You should
pure facts. Pure facts.
Protect yourself and defend yourself and your family. I'm not saying live in fear and be a hermit, but when you go,
that's what they want us to
sake,
be doing.
Pay attention to what's going on around you. Unfortunately, I think it's here.
Yeah. See, that's the scary thing, man. It feels like it. Does it not feel like it? It feels like it. Like it feels like every single day there's just like something happening. There's something going on. There's something going on. This is happening. That's happening. There's this hostage here. There's a hostage here. There's a a car is boom explode. You know what I mean? There's just so many things happening. And we got more footage here. We got another guy here.
Out here in New
and
Orleans.
The one thing about this is he's talking about the barriers. Wait, hold on.
Right.
So he's talking about the barriers, right? So in New Orleans, he's saying that he lives there, or he knows stuff about this, the Mardi Gras and the whole holiday, New Year's Eve and stuff like that. He's talking about, and many other people have speculated and talked about why these barriers were not up. And so long story short is the cops did have like some cars there, but you could still go up on the sidewalk or whatever the heck he did. Because I showed a video where the dude goes through it, like he just turns right and just goes right through it, right? And they did have like some, I don't know what they had, but long story short, he's pretty much saying that like why was this stuff not fixed? Like because they have like these poles or whatever, these barriers, like strong metal barriers or something like that, right? And that wasn't there last night because apparently it was under construction, right? So anyways, let's watch this video.
Something just doesn't sit right with me out here in New Orleans. Not with the way things went down. Because for one, we all know, everyone in the world knows, on New Year's Eve and Mardi Gras, New Orleans is one of the busiest places in the world. And they have blockades, barriers, to block off certain streets in the CBD area, which is downtown Bourbon Street area. And this particular night, so say the area he came through, the barriers were being worked on or whatnot. Why would you wait until New Year's not to have barriers? You could have done this weeks or months prior to this. But say, for instance, you did have to work on it. Where were the police cars to sit right there?
I think they had one car or something.
Well, with me, I'm sorry, it's just my opinion. But I also am opinionated about the fact that after they pew him and they start searching his vehicle, they find what they say may be explosive devices in an ice chest or a cooler. And that doesn't sit well at all. Come on, y'all. Y'all start thinking to yourself. Because why would you be just driving around with this stuff and you're not going to use it? Would you be driving around with it and then you want to get pew-pew just so people can see it and they go into a panic and a frenzy?
I'm gonna pause it real quick. But yeah, so the guy that drove into the crowd, he was actually gonna do it to like hurt his family, but he was like, because that's what they're saying in the article. I'm gonna show you it, but it talks about him deciding, hey, I'm not gonna do that because they're not gonna taking into consideration, I got a burp. I got just drank coffee, but taking into consideration that that it's not gonna spread the message. So what's gonna spread the message? Massive event where people are walking, people are in the area. You know what I mean? So yeah.
If there was
Continue.
things like that in there, don't you think they would have drove to another street that you could drive through if the barriers were there and let it do its thing? A lot of this doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna tell you something. To strike fear into the hearts of millions of people, it's very easy for this terrorist thing to start moving. Because the same night, that damn vehicle in front of Trump Tower, it catches on fire.
And that's actually kind of crazy.
Same night. But this also happened right before the Super Bowl out here.
Do you know what I mean? So one thing I'm hoping is that they to actually secure the area better than usual. Make sure they double, triple check, quadruple, 10 times check. Because this is crazy. Because even if a person can go after Trump and go on top of a roof and do his thing, it just scares me about the Super Bowl. Like, what about the Super Bowl? It's not the president, so like it's not gonna be as secure. I mean, at least what I think, right? That's just my opinion, but my thought. But it's just scary, man. I'm really hoping that Allegedly,
So
they
now
said there's
they
3 male
prolong
suspects
that.
allegedly, but
Also
some
saying now
that he was
that
by
there were
himself.
3
Some
male
articles say it
suspects.
wasn't, and actually the SWAT actually raided his home and like family and stuff. There's like some footage of that. I don't have it. I saw footage. I saw it online.
And a female suspect that they're looking for now that could possibly be affiliated with him. This all smells to me
Bro,
like
he's exactly right.
another
They're trying to
one of
make
those
us paranoid, but you gotta
things
think about it. We had the
people are
drones,
to panic
the
and
the,
to
the
get
missing
paranoid and start freaking
Australia.
out so
We
that
had the bird flu. All these things, right? All these things, and it's like they're trying to create something like a disturbance in the community, and it's super interesting, man.
our government can step in and say, hey, we're here to save the day, but we're going to push you all away for a little while we take care of what's going on. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but I just can't trust a lot of things they do. And it's sad when all
So
these
sad,
people
man.
are losing their lives. This is what's really killing me. People
Nonsense,
lose their
exactly.
lives
That
for nonsense.
said there is nonsense. Like, people are losing their lives for nothing, and we're in our own country, and it's like a field out here. Like, there's just it's like the Minesweeper game on the computer. When you're playing the Minesweeper, you just press the boxes. You got to make sure you get all boom and then boom. You know what I mean? It's just like that. It's like, what is going on in our society? Why is all this happening? Because guess what? These instances, you know what I mean, with Trump, saying he wants to go for the Panama and he wants to make Canada a state. That there was a parade or like a protest after the whole New Orleans incident in the Las Vegas like, coordinated. Like, this stuff happens and all of a sudden a bunch of people on the streets, literally seconds later, minutes later, hours later, whatever. Isn't that kind of weird? Isn't that kind of odd how it feels coordinated. It feels like it's all planned. Like, all this stuff happens and all of a sudden all these people come out. Like, where do they just come from and start protesting against this or with it or whatever? They were like pro-Palestine or whatever, something like that, right? But these people all connected and stuff like that. Super odd, right? And then law enforcement have confirmed Matt Liveslerberger, 37 of Colorado Springs, was the Trump Las Vegas person in the car. Little did he know the car was stronger than he thought. And people in the news outlet, whatever, they spoke and all that stuff, they said they thank Elon for having such a strong car because it did save the building, because the building literally had no scratches. And there was also sharing quick reminders of I'm trying to look for it here. Hey, reminder that the guy who deado a massive truck in I'm not gonna read doesn't like certain words. But in Nashville on Christmas morning for no reason and no I used to work within 3 blocks. Wow, okay. Yeah. In Wisconsin, like some stuff has happened and people just, just forget about it, it just goes away, you know what I mean? And the one thing that's crazy too is 2025 is heading toward the US border. Mexican immigration and military officials watch and do nothing as they walk past. See, that's scary, man. Like casualties, all these things that are happening in our life, in these cities, in our country, in our state, in all these states. It's scary. And letting people in, we really need to get our border situated, man. This is just crazy. Like, they're all waving, like, hey, thanks for letting us get in there. Thanks for letting us come in, Radicalization. Yeah, so it's the whole radicalization. So he's pretty much saying that his brother was a nice guy. His brother was a good dude. He was caring and all this stuff, and he was radicalized. It's like, how does someone become radicalized, but the government's watching our posts? They're watching our, all that stuff, right? The whole surveillance stuff. Like, how does this guy get away with that, but I can go to a 7-Eleven, steal a candy, and I get, and they find me like 5 minutes later. I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like some of this stuff, like, how do they not catch this? Like, how did they not catch this? Where are they talking? Like, where are they sharing all this information? Is, like, I don't know, man. It's just odd to me. I don't know. And this guy's pretty much trying to say, like, my brother was a good person, but he got radicalized. But it's like, what are we doing? It's just. I talked about it in my video yesterday, right? I was like, what sparks something in someone's brain to be like, okay, I'm good today, then now I'm bad, right? Now I'm gonna start doing these bad things, and like he did when this crowd did all this thing, right? I don't know, man. It's all scary to me, man. And so police have near the U.S. Capitol due to a incident involving suspicious vehicle. And this is exactly what Sarah Adams talked about, how things are going to ramp up. A lot of just things happening, a lot of things ramping up. And there's also a footage of Matt.
Not allowed to be weird or embarrassed.
Posted up, midnight red-eye flight. Sarah Beans. No Matty B.
Trying not to be weird.
Be weird.
Not allowed to be weird or embarrass him.
So yeah, so it's just a little quick clip, nothing too crazy. Caused anxiety, so that's kind of interesting. Elon Musk even talked about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so here's the thing where they talk about, they were like, yeah, this guy was gonna attack his family, but was concerned media wouldn't focus on it. See, that's what I'm saying, man. The whole Luigi Mangoni stuff, like, started this weird trend where people are having, like, manifestos, people are, like, having, like, these messages before they do their certain crime or act and stuff like that. Like, it's like a weird trend going on where people, like, they commit something, but before they commit it, they leave a little message. I don't know. A little weird to me. Like I said, and like the whole New Orleans stuff, like, it's so confusing because some people are saying, he acted alone. Some say he didn't act alone. As time will tell, though. Time will tell. Yeah, like I said, police investigating a suspicious vehicle near U.S. There was also a massive scandal. Chief of Schools David West was abruptly fired weeks ago and then suddenly passed away from certain circumstances here. The district has remained tight-lipped about the entire investigations. Parents have been begging for transparency. Super scary. So this is Chico School's chief of legal. The parents and students are not their priority. Interesting. Yeah. So I don't know anything about this stuff here, but yeah, this guy, is a child P. You know what I'm saying? Disgusting. Another radicalized Ukraine foreign fighter who attacked the Trump property. This time a Green Beret. Yeah, this is the guy who was a part of the Green Beret stuff, right? Scary. I've got a top 18D looking for opportunity. Sent him your way. That's so scary, man. All right, so this is actually insane. So we're gonna listen to this here. Here we go. We're gonna play it here.
who was being investigated by the DOJ and the SEC for insider trading to the tune of $15.1 million.
Right.
Okay, same guy who paid $22 million in ransomware because they didn't have the adequate security protections. When you're in the health space, bro. A family sued United Healthcare November of last year.
That's crazy, man.
Arguing
Crazy.
that the company knowingly used artificial intelligence.
We're going to pause real quick. So what he's talking about is that this company used artificial intelligence to gain profit, and he said he's going to say here that the technology is 90% inaccurate. Scary stuff. Scary stuff.
Okay.
Separate litigation that
Scary.
they knowingly used faulty artificial intelligence to deny claims that were legitimate to increase profitability. That is a big deal. We all know, most people know, that insurance companies try to weasel out of things. That's why we have insurance contracts. That's why they define the term claim the way they define it. That's why they investigate the way they investigate. But this is very, very overt.
90%.
With 90% inaccuracy. And it wasn't for plastic surgeries or optional surgeries. It's elderly people in care homes who are
scary,
now getting
man.
booted out and
That's
liquidating
scary.
assets to be able to cover and stay alive. That is sinister. That paints a very different picture.
Going
of
back to the
United Healthcare,
Luigi
doesn't it
Mangoni
not?
stuff,
It's
like
not just-
I agree with where they're coming from. Like, they felt screwed over, but what I don't agree with is, taking someone out. And it's crazy because, sorry for the burp, a lot of coffee, but the thing about this is his action makes him look like a hero to some people, which is scary. You know what I mean? Like, that should not be the way to attack someone. But I get it though. I get it. See, that's the sketchy part, bro. Like, I get why he did what he did because of what he had been through with the whole CEO stuff. Trying to get create reports, all that stuff. All this stuff. There's so much to it, but. I get it, but the way he did it, I don't agree with. You know what I mean? Like, it's not what we do out here. We got to take things to court. You got to get some lawyers or something. I don't know, man. It's just insane. But it's also crazy that they used AI and it had 90% inaccuracy. Very scary. So yeah, so there's also footage here. This is a little bit off topic here, but so long story short, we're going to play a little bit of it. I'm going to skim through it a little bit. But this guy's pretty much showing you that these are geo-engineered clouds, layers that engulf us every single day. And he's going all the way to the top. And the fact that these clouds are hiding the sun and stuff like that. So look at... We're going to just skip ahead a little bit here. Right here. Here we go. There it is. The sun. The sun, man. All these clouds are hiding the sun, and the one thing we need the sun for is for our plants, us, us, so we can get, some sunlight, you know what I mean? Like, I've been talking about, like, like the sun, like, I haven't noticed this, but the sun's been changing. Like, weird colors. I don't know, man. I must be going crazy. But yeah, we got a couple more things here before I go. There's also this right here. I'm not going to share it, but it's right here at the bottom. There was 3 people in a station, 3 kids, and then there was a person, and it was like 45 or something like that. How old? 45? And he was standing there for the subway to get on the train, and these 2 kids hop over, but there was already a person already over. And the third person that's like already inside, he kind of walks by. They all stand here. Then one of the kids pushes this dude off or onto the train tracks. And, obviously we all know what happens now. He's not alive no more. Rest in peace. Very sad. But it's just like, what gets people to do that? You know what I mean? Like, what tempts someone to be like, I'm going to do this? And that's scary, man. But that's the thing. That's the reason why I'm so aware, and I'm always watching my surroundings. Always like, people think I'm mad dogging them or something like that. But no, I'm just, I'm making sure, there's no sketchy stuff going on. No one, You know what I mean? That's why I don't know why people aren't like I am. Some people should start doing that, watching their six, watching their, behind their backs and stuff like that, making sure they're knowing what's going on. You know what I mean? This is also another thing too as well. This is also another video we got here. So this guy is going to talk to you about everything we didn't. It's interesting stuff. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna shut up and enjoy this clip here.
Important and not suspicious news, so let me give you some more.
Crazy.
Let's talk about this dude. If you're unaware of who this is, his name is Asif Raza Merchant. He is a Pakistani national, and he recently wanted to visit the U.S. Now, he didn't fly directly from Pakistan. No, first, he went to our good old friends in Tehran. He flew from Pakistan to Iran, spent 4 days there, then flew directly from Tehran to Houston. Now, when he got to Houston, he ran into some trouble because Asif here is on the terrorist watch list. So you can imagine when he showed up, there was some issues. Luckily, Asif is a very good talker. I mean, he'd have to be, because even though he was on the terrorist watch list and was interviewed by the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force, they decided, no big deal, and gave him special permission to enter the U.S. They actually gave him what's known as special public benefit parole, which is a privilege reserved for people whose visits are so beneficial to the American people that their history doesn't matter. Whatever he said he was doing here must have been fucking spectacular, or at least the FBI thought so. So even though Asif was on the terrorist watch,
I wonder what he told them.
They let him in. And gave him
like, hey, I'm here to travel or something, maybe?
That didn't work out too well, because yesterday Asif was arrested. Now, what do you think he was arrested for? Go ahead and pause the video and put it in the comments. Asif.
I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna say maybe it's because of what happened in New Orleans and stuff like that. Maybe
for plotting with Iran to assassinate Donald Trump and 35 other government officials.
Similar.
Who could have seen that?
Exactly.
Who could have guessed?
Yeah.
Pakistani national who is on the terrorist watch list, flies from Pakistan to Tehran, Iran, spends 4 days there, and then
goes all the way to the
U.S. Where he is picked up, fingerprinted, and released.
That's
even
crazy.
Though he's on the fucking terrorist watch list. Yeah.
Like, see, if you're on a watch list, like, if you're from another country and on a watch list, shouldn't you be like surveillanced or something like that? Like always like observe. I mean, that's something I don't like, but I mean, if you're like that bad, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense to me that
you guys seem to be really into the not important and not suspicious news.
And then so I think I talked about this, not sure, but this is the mosque here. Is assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I'm sure many of you have heard about the tragic events and all that stuff. So if you want to screenshot this, you can. But pretty much is what it's talking about is that if the media tries to contact them, any of that, or FBI, whatever, like send them to CHAR or and ISGH. It is crucial that we stay united. So the one thing about this is why are they hiding? Like, what are they hiding? Like, why can't they speak? You know what I mean? Why can't they talk about what's going on here? You know what I mean? It's super scary. Super scary. The general says that the evidence of the trial linked the CHAR leaders to Hamas, especially designed terrorist organization. That's just so scary, man. Super scary. Yeah, this guy's also this is something different here. Yeah, there's also protests. I think I talked about this already, but here's some footage here. There's a protest blocking 6th Avenue. This is like hours after the New Orleans and stuff like that, all that stuff happening. People are protesting. One thing that scares me about this is, like, what if people could be like, camouflaged into this like Assassin's Creed or something like that, and they're freaking, planting stuff. Who knows? I don't know, man. Like, see, large protests like this scare me, honestly, because that's the best way to kind of blend in. You know what I mean? Trump tweeted out. He tweeted out or posted out a little bit. So yeah, so there was a right here, the New Orleans, New York stuff right here. At least 2 more hit outside. So 6 people were hit outside in a nightclub. People are speculating that it's a gang related, but some people are saying hopefully it's that than the other stuff. But regardless, it's still bad. It's still all bad, but let's see. So this guy identified as 37. Obviously, we've seen that already. Elon talked about that. Louisiana governor has declared state of emergency. Yeah, that's the protest. I want to talk about that later. This dude said FBI finds 150 homemade bees in Virginia home developing. Yeah, so they were trying to, all the headlines were about Cybertrucks and stuff like that. They were saying, like, they're advertising for Tesla Cybertrucks because, in a way, the Tesla Cybertruck really did save the explosion and all that stuff, right? So that was good. Let's see, is there anything else we got here? I think that's about it. I do want to share this, but this is a little bit different. I might share that another time here. But super interesting stuff. I think these are things that I thought people would want to know. I'm going to go into my likes on my page and see if I have anything that I missed. But I appreciate everyone for stopping by to this video. I had to redo this video, so this is a redo. So it kind of sucks because I had some stuff that I said in the first video that I wanted to say, but I don't think I said it here. But the man connected, blah, okay. So for full transparency, while many are here criticizing the governor of being out of touch, is aiming to, yeah, so, dude, it's so crazy. Like, people are saying that, like, Sarah Adams, like, where was she this whole time? But she actually predicted all this stuff before it even happened. I think this was, like, a couple months ago. She's been in a couple interviews and stuff like that, and people are questionable, like, where does she come from? Usually when someone's giving out all this, like, proper information, it's definitely true, you gotta be careful who you listen to, but I feel like what she's saying is true because a lot of things are ramping up from, like, Germany to New Orleans, Las Vegas, stuff like that, and other places too, not, on top of my head, that's on top of my head. Let's see here, I recommend, yeah, definitely watch the interview with her. I think that's pretty much it, man. I shared everything I wanted to share. Oh yeah, the SWAT raided a Houston home of the New Orleans, the Shamad dude, Den Jabbar. Authorities have dragged out multiple family members. I think that's about it, man. I think that's about it. Investigators have reviewed video of 3 men and women placing stuff in the New Orleans stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't know. Like, there's so much different information saying there's one person involved, but there's a couple. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Jack Poso said Poland was able to do this without any barricades up for the entire season. How is that possible? Trump wrote, I think that's about it, man. I think that's it. Elon changed his name for a little bit. There's that. I think that's about it, man. I think we're just scrolling through, just checking out some stuff here. And yeah, there's a flag here, how it's not linked to ICE. It's also, the ICE flag is not just linked to ICE. It's also linked to TTP, Al-Shabaab. Al-Qaeda in Somalia by Al-Qaeda. Interesting. There's no God but Allah. And there's more videos there. Major police presence in Las Vegas. This is the whole Las Vegas stuff. I think that's about it, man. I think I've shared everything I've wanted to here. Hopefully, one of these videos shared some knowledge. Super interesting stuff, man. Scary stuff. Let's go look at my post really quick. See if I got anything that I posted. Maybe I want to share. I did talk about the Super Bowl. I don't know if I brought that up yet, but the Super Bowl is super sketchy because, through everything that we've seen, one thing that I think is coordinated and, kind of like proper to do something big is the Super Bowl. It's on Sunday. It's in a month, right? So super sketched there. Until Trump takes office, be aware of your surroundings. Exactly. Person who rents. So yeah. So the one thing is the people that the New Orleans and the freaking the Las Vegas. They say that they're connected. Like I said, I don't know if I brought it up, but if I haven't, apparently they're connected and they both went to the same, fort. I think it was like Fort Braggs or something like that, right? and so and so. So I think that's pretty much it, man. I'm going to peace out. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. Oh, this is where it is. Yeah. So this person said the whole Muslim mosque thing. They said that could be that could be construed as interfering with the federal investigation. It could be one thing if it encouraged all members to direct the FBI to their lawyers, but they are directing members to a non-profit group that's known for, you know, ties of other stuff like that. You know what I mean? And here's some stuff here, you know, about the char stuff. If you want to look into that, go look into it, I guess, right? Wow, like, yeah, like, that's just scary. Like, what are they hiding, man? See, like, right here, see the exec doctor of Hamas link char since offers to the families. That's so scary, man. And we definitely need Trump, man. We need Trump big time. And this guy right here, you can go watch it. It's on Sean Ryan's page. He posted it a couple days ago. And it's about this guy talking about, you know, some stuff with Obama, Benghazi, all that stuff, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm going to peace out. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. This is your boy A1 Solution. This is the Circle of Life. This is where the solution is. We are your chewing bubblegum, Busta Fuego, and knowing is half the battle. And we are the media. I am the messenger. I am sharing you the facts, the news, the information that you want to know. And make sure you tap that follow button, or the like button, sorry, and subscribe, comment down below. And yeah, subscribe, man. Subscribe, and you know, we are the media. Woo! This is A1. Stay saucy.